Hey everybody. We are here for a little close-up, a pre-coffee close-up. So what you get is what you get with the fancy feasters who we've just now opened the door to their room and allowed them to come out and explore the living room for the first time. And surprising, most of the kittens that we've ever had when we first exposed them to the living room are a little trepidatious about it and usually don't really come out at all. Sometimes they'll come out for a second, sniff around, and then go back to their room. It's usually not until the second or third time that they really get into it. But these kids came straight out, immediately out, checking out everything, exploring. You can see that they're a little nervous about seeing new things, but mostly just excited and going everywhere. I hardly know where to point the camera yet. Their mom's out here too, walking around, and somewhere we also have. I know. I know Maggie and QP are somewhere in the zone out here too. But then I've put up the fence to keep, mostly to keep Tilly from coming in here because I know Tilly would come in here if she could, but she still would rather hiss at Truffle than be best friends yet. And I think meeting through the fence a little more is probably really good for both of them. So that's why we've got the fence up. We'll go over there in just a minute and take a look at it. Who is this in here who just keeps playing with that pipe cleaner? Is that Champ? Must be Champ, because that's Saffron. Hi, Saffron, right there. There's Saffron. There's MacNut in the cheese, the old cheese. We probably need to get rid of that one. It's lost the toys that are normally in it. It's a little threadbare. But we've got a whole pile of spare cheese in the basement. In our cheese cellar. I hear somebody meowing. I can't tell who that would be. That's definitely Champ. I haven't seen Caviar in a little bit. Oh, is that him right there? There you are, buddy. Hi, Caviar. In the cheese now. What are you smelling? You smell all the old kittens in the cheese? It's a stinky cheese, isn't it? Oh, who hissed there? One of these two just hissed at the other. I suspect it was probably Cupie hissing at Truffle. Cupie's been pretty all right with these kids, but she's not really approaching any of them. She's kind of keeping a safe distance, which is smart, I think. But it'll probably take a few exposures before she's ready to actually play with them. They're all being respectful too for their part. Well, mostly respectful. Just before I started the stream, Mac kept trying to creep up on her, but also keep a distance at the same time. So he was being a little bit trying to intimidate her, and she, for her part, wasn't intimidated at all. Where are you? Yeah, QP is getting adopted. I believe that the plan is still for her to get picked up by her adopter on the 26th, which is coming up real fast. I'm surprised. It's already almost Christmas. Um, let's see. That reminds me of things that I wanted to mention. First off, that I think we're going to do the letters on Christmas Day, and I haven't set a time yet. But once again, you know, if you have the opportunity, certainly spend that time first with your family, and then if you are unable or if you have some spare time whenever I happen to schedule it, definitely tune in and have me read all of my letters to you, which is weird, or just catch it later on the archive or rewind. That's fine too. Please don't panic about whatever time we happen to set. You know, it's Christmas. Just take it easy. That's the important thing. And the reason that I've chosen Christmas Day specifically is it looks like we're going to have a special video that we didn't make, by the way, that was made by someone else for us for Christmas Eve. And we will publish it on Christmas Eve, and we're still figuring out exactly what time to do that. But you can look forward to that little special video for Christmas Eve. Look at that little standoff there. That's Saffron and Cupie, the girls. It is a video from Santa, Cookie Cat Lover. I'll tell you that much, but the rest we'll have to wait. I haven't even seen it myself, so it'll be fun on Christmas Eve. I think what I'll do is YouTube has this option for what they call a video premiere, which basically takes a video that you upload but makes it work like a live video with chat and stuff during the first viewing. And that way I can watch and chat with everybody for the first time. I think it'll be real fun on YouTube. So we'll set it up as a premiere for whatever time. And once we've got that set, I believe YouTube will tell you there's a premiere coming at a certain time. So that'll make it real easy to know when you can watch it as a premiere, or obviously after that, it should be available just as a regular video for however long you like. So, Darian, yeah, when you say actual videos, you mean ones that I'm doing not live, like my produced videos. We certainly used to do a lot more of those than we do these days, and they're still my favorite thing to watch myself. I love to watch those, and I wish that we had a lot more produced videos. But the trouble is that they take time, and I think I still need some education on doing it correctly so that it doesn't take so long. Anyway, there's a lot of reasons that we have fewer of those than these. But you're right, if you want to point out the fact that there's fewer produced videos, that's definitely the truth. Also, I'm a little behind on what's sort of not quite produced video, which is where I take all the little clips of video that I've recorded for no reason and put them together into the video bits. And that's something I'd like to try to get caught up on this week, actually. It's on my list of things to get done right away, which is so long that inevitably some of those things on the list are not going to get done right away. But it's on there, so we got that going for us, which is nice. You guys, I wish I had a good way to show you this right now. Maybe, oh, now that was a hiss from Cupie, but Cupie, oh, and a growl. Now they're talking angry at each other. Mom's right here, look at her. Any other mom cat would probably rush in to break that up. And Truffle's just like, hey, you kids work it out yourselves. Nobody's in danger here. That's too funny. Okay, Cupie, you can stop hissing though. Let's make friends with these guys, okay? How about if we give you all treats together as soon as I have both hands free after the close-ups? We'll give them treats together. We'll get some baby food out here. Then I think we'll be on the way to making good friends. This isn't really bad as a first interaction, though. Nobody's fighting, you know, especially kittens are easy to introduce. But with an adult cat, if we had this same interaction with adult cats as a first interaction, I would consider it pretty successful. If they just, you know, hiss and back off and act respectful, that's on actually the good end of the spectrum of cat interaction. The baddest end would be if there was a hiss and instead of backing off, the other cat decided to get even more in their face or actually, you know, take a swing at them and escalate the situation. That's bad interaction. So as far as it goes, I think this is good. This is actually pretty positive, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And yeah, as far as it goes, I mean, it's the same range of, you know, possibilities with kittens and with adult cats, but in general, kittens are a little more accepting of new cats and new things, so they're a little easier than with the adult cats. And it's you know, even with the adult cats, there's a ways to get there. It's just sometimes it takes a little longer and a little more caution. And sometimes with kittens, you can make some mistakes and you can do things a little quicker than you really should, and it still goes okay because they're kittens. But with the adult cats, you're sort of playing on hard mode. They're the Dark Souls version, and you've really got to get good before you can necessarily have it. Now, some of them are just going to get along anyway. I think Truffle's one of those. Tilly is even one of those. Truffle may be just a little bit easier even than Tilly is, but Tilly herself is on the very easy end of the cat introduction spectrum. So she's on easy mode, and Tilly here is she's hardly even. I mean, Truffle here, hardly even in the game at all. As you just saw, I mean, to not even want to get involved when her kids are hissing at new strangers. I'm sorry about the mess on the carpet there. I'm covering it up with my hand. That's on my list of things to take care of immediately after the close-up. Somebody made a little bit of a vomit there. We don't have to see it though, do we? No, we don't. Oh, so I was going to say the thing that I wanted to show you is that first off, that didn't hurt because I wear jeans all the time, and because these jeans are flannel lined too, so they're like extra armor. It's the cloth armor of the kitten world. Um, I want to try to show you this. I don't know. She's never going to do it if I try, but that's not going to stop me from trying. When I pick her up and hold her like a baby, she likes it and she purrs, but at the same time, she often will make this sound with her mouth that's sort of like she's trying to talk. And she's like, when I'm picking her up and holding her like that. But I'm not really set up to do it. Let me just see if we can try. Hang on here. I'm going to switch this around. I'm going to try to prop it up with my coffee cup. I think this will work. Next to my coffee cup. Let's just give this a try here. Because if she'll do it, I really want you guys to hear it, but it might have to wait for some future video. Let's just try. No, of course she's not going to do it now. Are you? That's a nope. She's just like, this is great. I don't need to talk to you about it. Oh, well, at some point I'll get a recording of that for you. She's done it a few times and it's just really adorable. Who is that? Who's that handsome cat right there? Is that you? Is that you? I think it's you. Your little heart-shaped nose. Okay. All right, well, we'll put you back down then. Just thought we'd try it. These kids are discovering the pod. Oh, all right. Is that your first time in the pod, bud? Wait, which one is this? Is that Champ? Is that Caviar? I can't tell unless he shows me his face. I think it's Champ. Oh, somebody's going to come and check it out. Somebody heard those jingles and's got to see what's up. Oh, she's like, no, there's a kitten in there, forget it. That's Caviar over there. So this is Champ, and Caviar just got another hiss from QP. QP, do you want to go over the wall for a bit? Would you feel better if you weren't in here for a while? Yeah, okay, QP. Let's put you over the wall. We'll bring you back when we're ready to hand out the treats, okay? Come with me. You're going to be a little bit tricky to introduce to your new brothers, aren't you? Egg and toast. There you go. Oh, so this is Tilly. And Tilly is also being a little bit growly and hissy at the new kittens. That's why the fence is up, because we don't want to have that interaction right now. And I'm not feeling any pressure to actually get them introduced, so we may just use the fence until she's gone. Or, have her in her room before the kids come out. That's for our little boy here. At least the kittens have the right instinct and back off a little bit when it happens. That's pretty good. What was I about to say? I was about to say, so I don't really feel like I have to work to introduce them, because we could just not introduce them and that would be fine. But on the other hand, if I have the opportunity, I might try to give them some treats together and just see how easy it is to get everybody to get along between the families. So we'll see. I know people are wondering, Tilly is feeling much better. It's very clear that she's feeling better. Also, I told you I made her home base the office upstairs, and that's worked out in a very interesting way, which is, first off, I think she's accepted it as her home base, or at least as her second home base. Seems like maybe she'd still like to come back to the main room if she can. But even with the office door wide open, I go up there, or if she's running around the house, she'll go into the office and hang out now. So she's kind of made it her place, which is nice. And On top of that, the office is the door that has the microchip cat door in it, which right now is set to just freely let cats out. So it doesn't even read the microchip. Anybody can leave the office if they know how to work the cat door. And she has figured out how to work the cat door to leave the office. And so usually she's only in there for a few minutes. Well, I shouldn't say that. She's usually only in there if I'm in there with her. But if I leave the room, then within half an hour of the time I leave the room, she's usually also left. So it's interesting. She's learned how to work the door and let herself out of the office and takes full advantage of it. The practical upshot of that, of course, is that she was in the office because she was having a little bit of pain recovering from her surgery and didn't want any other cats around. But the last couple of nights, Tilly has let herself out of the office and just been out with the faculty all night because that's what she chose to do. And she's been fine. She's been just fine with everybody else around. So I think what that means to me is that she's feeling much better. I think, she might still be a tiny bit tender, but she's mostly recovered from her surgery, which is good. I think she's feeling much better. Also, I think I posted some video to our Discord, which probably will eventually end up someday in the distant future in a Video Bits video, of Tilly last night in her office playing, full on playing. She was chasing around little toy mice and throwing them and running across the room and hiding behind toys and then jumping out to pounce on the toy mice and stuff. So just full on Tilly playing, which was, I think, another very good sign that Tilly is feeling great after her surgery. I think she's pretty much recovered at this point. And that's nice. That's nice to know. What are you doing, Caviar? Caviar, have you seen this? Do you know what this is, buddy? What is it? Oh, it's very interesting. Very interesting little hair ties. Oh, okay, not interesting enough to pursue once it's on the floor. They're discovering all of these toys for the first time, and they're just taken to everything so naturally. They've been playing in the big tunnel, they've been playing in the pod, they've been playing in the cheese, they've been playing in the little Christmas tree beds. Somebody was just over under the chair here. Over under? Over under. There we go, that's Champ again. Hi, Champ, what are you looking at? Now Cupie thinks she wants in here. I think she just instantly forgets that there are kittens in the room. She just knows I'm here. So Cupie wants to come back in, and she's at the fence making cute little, hey, let's pay some attention to me noises. But I'm sure if I opened it and she came in, she'd immediately be like, oh, that's right. That's why I didn't want to go in there. There's kittens. Somebody's digging on something in the kitten room. What is that noise? Oh, it's Maggie on the scratcher. She was just scratching. Uncle Loganberry, do you want to come in here? Come here, Uncle Logan. Come on. Come on, Uncle Barry. Or QP, fine, you can come. You're going to regret it. Uncle Barry? No? Door's closing. All right, buddy. You made your choice. We tried. QP, why don't you at least come away from the litter boxes, though? Come on. You can find something more interesting to play with. Like the kittens. or just hang out by yourself on the cat tree. We're fine with that too. You decide, okay? Yeah, look at your funny fur. You're such a pretty girl. She has found, I think I mentioned maybe a couple close-ups ago about how Morgan and Clyde had discovered their purrs and would just purr for everything all the time. And QP started to get into that now too, where like, especially if we're just hanging out and I start petting her, she just has the biggest purr that turns on and she just starts going. And it's really cute. So she's definitely discovered her purr. There we go. Now the kittens want to come up again. Oh, she just got chased off. She ran away. Who was that? When Champ sort of made a move at her. Oh, that reminds me. So first off, the thing that reminded me was the fact that QP's adopter did mention that she's got plans to slowly introduce to the other cats. So that's good news. And that reminded me that I heard from Morgan and Clyde's adopter in a second email because they heard me mention them in the last close-up when I said they had emailed me and said that Morgan and Clyde were doing great. And they sent me another email which basically said that Morgan and Clyde are still doing great, and they're introducing, from the endowments, they're introducing new toys to them every single day. And that I remember they said that they had broken out the ball tower, and that was a big hit. And then the next day, or maybe I've got them backwards, was the Ripple rug, and that they were really enjoying the Ripple rug. I think that's their plan, is to sort of introduce things a day at a time to keep things novel, which is a great idea, a wonderful way to handle it. Give them, one toy each day. Kittens really do need novelty. That's another reason why for a lot of the toys we don't just leave them out, especially the ones that are a big hit. The more they like them, the more likely we are to take them and put them away for a while so that they become new all over again and they don't just get worn out. So that's a great plan. And so they said that they're doing great with that and they're really getting along and they're having fun. And I think their home base is their master bedroom, so they get to spend plenty of time together. They had also said that they have a YouTube channel that is his YouTube channel that he's made. I guess he professionally produces videos. I'll be honest, I haven't looked at it yet myself. But he did have some tips for me about doing the videos here. So I know that he's a real expert at that stuff. And he has said, and they said again in their email to us, that it won't be long before they've got videos of the kittens up on their YouTube channel for everybody to see. So I'm really looking forward to that. And as soon as there's one for me to link you to there, I will definitely share that with everybody. So I'm looking forward to it myself. Champ, you gonna win it? You gonna beat that thing? There's the S-shaped S comes with a feather that goes on the end of that, and it actually comes with a replacement too, but I'm pretty sure we've gone through the feather and the replacement for this one already. I could tie something else on there, but I think they have enough fun with it just the way it is, don't they? Oh, wow. Yeah, there was one more thing I wanted to tell everybody, and I'll have to tell you this again, I'm sure, a few times. I should have brought it up right at the top of the show so that people wouldn't miss it. But it's going to be important, which is if you watched us over the summer, you know that we lost power for like a whole week here in Connecticut. It was crazy, and it made it very difficult for us to keep running the live stream, but we found a way thanks actually to one of the adopters who brought over a generator to hold us over, and et cetera, et cetera. And anyway, it's a long way of mentioning the fact that after all that, we decided to try to get things set up so that it would never be a problem again. And the last step in getting that fixed up was to install a transfer switch for a generator, which is what they call the thing that lets you switch over your entire house to running off of the generator in a safe way. And it's been a long time coming, but I finally got a call from our electrician this week. He wants to come by and install the transfer switch, which is great. It's fantastic to finally have that peace of mind to know that if the power goes out again, all we have to do is start up the generator, flip a switch, and we are good. The reason, though, that that's important for me to tell you is during that process of the installation, there's a very good chance we'll be offline for, he says, about a half an hour while he actually installs the transfer switch. It'd be tricky for us to, I mean, I might be able to keep us online using the generator while he's doing that installation, but I don't think I can necessarily. I think it's safe to do because the things that will be in the generator then will be plugged straight into it, but at least for a few minutes there'll be some switch over and et cetera, et cetera. A long way of saying there will be some time, probably this week, when the Kitten Academy live stream will be offline in a planned way for maybe a half an hour. So, I don't know exactly when that's going to happen yet. He said maybe today or maybe Saturday. As soon as I know for sure, I will let you know when it will be so that we can plan on it. I'll put a message up on the stream. And yeah, it's, like I said, it's pretty unprecedented. It's been a long time since we've had a planned outage. But I think we're going to have one sometime this week. And I'll let you know. Look at these pod kittens. Oh. Somebody, QP and the kittens have gone to the main room. We can take a look back there. I think it is also just about time for us to wrap this up. But you can keep watching the kittens. All you have to do is tune into the Kitten, hi Maggie, the Kitten Academy live stream. And you can watch these kittens presumably all day on the Kitten Academy live stream, as long as the electrician doesn't show up and take us offline, or the kittens haven't found another place to hide in the room where you can't see them. I'm doing my best. We did yesterday, I put a second camera. Caviar's little face is so, well, now he's perked up a little since I pointed the camera at him. He was just sitting there looking super grumpy for no reason. Oh, lost our video there for a second. Sorry about that. I'm sure that looked pretty bad on that end. What was I about to say? Oh, we put another camera in, and then they spent all night sleeping in front of this camera in the hammock, so that really worked out pretty well. Anyway, we were just wrapping up, so we'll go ahead and wrap it up now. Thanks again for joining us for this close-up. I really appreciate it. Thanks to all of you for just being awesome and for supporting us in this way and in all the other ways that you do. Just watching our shows is definitely a lot of support, and it helps us quite a bit, and we really appreciate it. So thank you so much for joining me this morning and the kittens. I'm going to go have some more coffee. I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow for another close-up, and all the kittens are on the Kitten Academy live stream. Until then, we will see you later. Right, Tilly? Tell everybody. Tell them you love them. She's so cute. Oh my gosh, she's so sweet too. When she plays, she's like the biggest little kitten. Little Tilly Beans. Oh, you're such a little tiny sweetie pea. Okay, she's got beautiful eyes too. Okay, well, you just sit there. I know you lost this room, but you got a new room upstairs. She's watching Truffle. All right, see you later, everybody.